Brooklyn, let's go. I'm still a hard man, let's go. You already know what it is. Is my audio fucking dead? Let's go. What's up, IDL? Okay, no, my audio's good. It's just the delay. The delay. Alright. So I'm gonna get right into it. I've only got one place to shill it to. Boom. Cut out the middleman. Fallout 4 updates. Fallout on Prime released. Oh, awful. The Fallout 4 gen updates with new quality and performance mode. Okay. Mods? No, I don't want to do any mods. Okay. Like, what the hell? Okay. Settings. Display. HUD capacity, Pip-Boy. General subtitles off, but we can put dialogue. Let's just put them both on. Normal, hard. I'm just gonna go normal because I haven't played this game in forever. Okay. Just go straight up new game. I didn't know that 3.4 was streaming right now, but it is what it is.
War. War never changes.
War changed. Yeah.
In the year 1945, my great-great-grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. Atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened.
You don't say.
Use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots.
Robots.
Fusion-powered cars. Portable
Domestic robots.
But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource.
Bloody bastards.
The world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077.
Whoa, alternate
We stand on the brink of
cyberpunk
total war.
timeline.
And I am afraid. For myself. For my wife. For my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing,
War changed.
It's that war. War never changes.
What's up, third floor? Hard. Sorry, bro. I didn't know you were streaming Shenmue 2 right now.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead.
How about you change these nuts? Got him.
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Whoa. That is actually probably me. Okay. Face. Color. There we go. Silver. Yeah, it's probably more silver.
I love that new haircut.
Shaggy suave. Casual kempt.
This new haircut's really working for me.
My ears do not look like this. Those are some yonker ears there.
You have such strong cheekbones.
Thank you. Type. Long ears. Lobeless ear. People actually have lobeless ears.
Oh, looking good.
All right.
What do you think, hon? Roguishly handsome or handsomely roguish?
They don't play any of the music. Like on the radio. The radio playing in the background, you can't even hear it.
There's something different. What is it?
You don't say. Alien bug eyes. Bugman. Nah.
Yeah, not bad.
Full. Wait. Wait a minute.
Such a cute nose.
It's not a chiseled nose. Pretty narrow nose there. Scale. Oh, you got a little English nose.
You think my nose is too big?
Well, it's not a Jewish nose, that's for one.
Oh, very strapping.
Eyebrows.
Not bad.
Alright.
Not
Color.
bad.
Oh, my skin tone. I'm a little sun-kissed, yeah. tip of the nose. Oh no.
I clean up pretty nice.
Neck.
My handsome husband.
Oily. Muscular neck. What the fuck?
Looking good, if I do say so
Rashed.
myself.
Oh.
That's my handsome guy.
Type. Pout.
Well, hello, handsome.
Prominent. It's about average. Color. Oh, no, right, you got that. Skill.
Such a great smile.
Big bottom lip. Nah. That's probably good. Cheeks. Oh, face lower. Offset jaw. Just a little bit.
Yeah, not bad.
Cheeks. Creased.
So handsome.
Oh, fuck. Alright. I guess this will
What do you
be
think?
alright.
Roguishly handsome or handsomely
Jowls. Is that what that is? Okay, yeah.
You look as good as the day we met.
Jowls upper. I think I already did this. Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
Jowls lower.
I do love those lips.
Mouth corners. Down. Mwah. Not a real puckered up. There we go. That'd be alright.
I clean up pretty nice.
Mouth corners, mouth top, mouth bottom. What about just mouth full? There you go. Nah. Scale. You got a big mouth, I guess. Chad chin. Scaling. No, not a recessive chin.
Looking
That's
good,
probably more like
if
it.
I do say so myself.
Shenandoah. Doomsday prepped.
Ooh, I like the beard.
Thanks. That's about right. Okay. Back. Extras. No moles. And got the cheek blemishes. Got like disease. Got herpes. The fuck? Pocked face, pocked neck. Cheek creases.
What do you think, hon? Roguishly handsome or handsomely roguish?
Splotches? Oh fuck. Michael Jackson disease. Scar. Oh, what the fuck? Damn. Scar right brow deep.
Oh,
Sure.
that's the face I fell in love with.
Sex, body. Yes, I'm a man. Be probably right. I need to be shorter, but one size fits all, I think here. Alright. We're good. Confirm.
Hon?
Just getting ready.
For what? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this John Doyle video that he just released today.
The glove's a little big right now, but Sean will grow into it. Should get this signed.
I see Shaggy started to play the games that I play now. He played Sinking City for like 30 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes.
Teach him to ride this.
There's actually a new Call of Cthulhu game coming
He'll
up,
either be great at
coming
spelling
out
or great
soon.
at smashing blocks together. To think, one day he's gonna learn how to drive.
Wow.
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
Blast radius. Wholesome moment. But yeah, John Doyle just put out a video today about Charlie Kirk. About a week later, he makes a lot of good points, and I'm just gonna let that play.
Broken again. We really need to get those vacation photos developed.
See, look, this radio is on. You can tell there's no music playing. I can hear it, but you can't.
No need to get dressed twice. War never changes. Got that right.
War changed. Meh.
Instamash, Fancy Lad snack cakes, Blamco mac and cheese. Expires
Blamco.
never.
Blam. You've been blammed.
Yeah, let Codsworth take care of it. Another fine product of General Atomics International. Abraxo for all your cleaning needs.
Alright.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Good old USA.
USA.
I'm so proud of her. Never gonna find that dog.
Damn dog.
Sugar bombs. 100% daily value of sugar. Looks like the milk got delivered.
Milkman showed up.
Oh, sounds like someone made a stinky. I shall attend to young Sean.
Young Sean.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
How can someone so small drink so much?
Drank out of the sink? What the hell?
More of the same.
More of the same. Yeah, we're gonna get to more of the same here in a second.
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
Can you get that? It's
Screaming
probably that
commie
salesman.
memes.
Comes for you every day.
Sick.
It's a little early to be drinking. Now, who left those here?
Code Vein Jane Gaming. Is this your first playthrough or have you done this before? What's up, Code? I have played this before, but it's been years ago. I've never streamed it.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
What's up, dude?
Whatever
Not
you're
in-
selling, I'm not buying.
Oh, no worries, sir. No worries at all. I'm not selling anything. Not today. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
Urgency?
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket.
Heck.
If you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid. And coming sooner than you may think. If you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm
Right.
here today to tell you that because of your family's service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault.
Pre-approved.
Vault 111.
Go away.
Go away.
Won't take but a moment. We do need to verify some information to make sure you're cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation.
Now, I can't wait for the world to end.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
Name is gonna be Charlie Kirkman. All right. Charisma Intelligence. I want this to be 5. Endurance to be like a 5. That to be like a... Perception, endurance. I know there are some places that you need strength to open some places, so...
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Shut the hell up.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Oh, shit.
Sean has been changed, but he absolutely refuses to calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection.
Oh, he called me by name.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
Hey,
Two most important.
calm down, bro.
Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that. Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Sounds fun.
Sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Just close the door, bitch. I close this door too.
Followed by yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation. We seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations. We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Oh, luckily that dude just showed up.
If you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
What the hell? Look at that Jetson ass looking car.
Hold on to Sean!
Who cares about this stupid luggage?
Check in at the gate. If you're in the program, you'll get in.
Prepare for the future.
I
Not
am
on the
vault
list.
staff.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this.
If you're in the program, step forward. Otherwise, return home.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male.
Not that list.
Adult
They're not going to
female.
release that list.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
You two, follow
But
me.
even if they
Come on.
did, I wouldn't be on that list
People outside
either.
the gate.
Everything we can. Now keep moving. Step on the platform. In the center.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We
At
love
least
you
I
too.
don't think I've ever streamed this. If I have, I've completely forgot about it, but I'm pretty sure I haven't.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly fashion.
No need to worry, folks.
We'll get everyone situated in your new home. Vault 111.
You all right?
Better future.
It's gonna be okay,
underground.
right?
So we just... Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later.
We'd all be.
Don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs and through the door there.
What you doing?
Hey,
We just need a minute.
We. Oh.
Vault Tech is here for you. All new residents,
This way.
please proceed in an orderly fashion.
Okay. Welcome.
excuse me.
Hello there. Once we seal the vault, we'll all be getting to know each other a lot more, for sure.
Gay.
Female and good.
Take a vault suit, then head down the hall.
Over there. Take a suit.
Oh, it's not my turn,
One vault suit.
dude.
Now just head down the hall. Each of you take one of these. Your brand new vault suits.
Looks fine.
It's down the hallway right
Thanks.
there.
What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
Everything okay?
See? This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it
We
here.
know.
This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
Okay.
It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
Sir,
My mother and father down in D.C.
Hey,
move
God,
along.
honey, what if they didn't make it?
I know this is a difficult
How long do you think we'll be down here?
Oh, we'll be going
Nothing
over
to
all
see
that
here.
in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through first.
It's a good fit, don't you think?
The vault
Hun?
suit is designed to be fashionable as
This is our new home.
For the future, right?
No shit.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
It'll be okay. Daddy's right here.
who's my little guy? I'm not going far.
I'm gonna be right over there, man. Be okay.
There he is. See? Daddy's not going far.
All set? Just
Hey,
step
hon.
inside.
Go ahead, hon. I'll take Sean with me.
Alright, if you say so.
The pod will decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete.
Okay, so this is the video that I'm gonna play. The hell? The hell just happened?
This is the one. Here. Open it.
And the name of this video is The Planned Assassination
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
and Avenging of the Patriot, Charlie Kirk.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
What the fuck?
Get out
Cryogenic array. Vault residents must vacate immediately.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God! I finally did this. And I'll get Sean back. I promise.
Malfunction in cryopod manual release override.
Can't override any more of these.
Do this.
Cryopod manual release override.
Hello? Anyone?
Malfunction in cryopod manual release override.
Oh, what the fuck? Throwing hands? Hidden. Both of those attack, okay. That's how you jump, okay. Is that where it just came from? Oh no, it's another cryo place. Wait a minute. I want to say I remember this. Pod occupant deceased. Asphyxiation. 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 Same shit. Life support offline. Alright, well, that didn't tell me anything I don't already know, so. Oh, giant fucking roach. Take cigarette. Pre-war money.
Biogenic array. Residents must vacate.
Okay. I don't want to do that. There we go. Security baton, stim pack. No. How do I bring up my... Oh, I don't have it yet. Inventory. Let me go this way too. Inaccessible.
Malfunction in emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance
Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna go over to this video. I won't be able to see chat until this is over with, but okay, and I gotta turn my Bluetooth off. Bluetooth is off. Alright, Bluetooth is off. Making sure that's still working. Reverb. Okay, here we go. No. Alright, I'm just gonna put it right here next to me, and it's just gonna play as I play this. So, here's a cheers to Charlie Kirk. I am Charlie Kirkman, Vault 117. Alright, here we go. There's some words. And I'm as close as I can get.
I think that a lot of what I'm about to say is going to make some people pretty angry. And so I just like to preface by saying that I literally do not care. I'm over it. This is not a game anymore. Whatever window of plausible deniability
Oh
people had
shit.
to use idiocy or bad behavior, that is now officially and permanently shut. So I want to talk a little bit about what Charlie expected of himself, what he expected of the movement, and what he expected of you personally. And I told myself I'd wait a week or so to address this. I kind of wanted to see how the reactions and the messaging would play out a bit. So, firstly, I would like to take this opportunity to affectionately remind everyone, especially in the wake of the messaging that we have seen, which is at best unhelpful, at worst probably subversive, that, yeah, affectionately we need to remember that tolerance is not a Christian virtue. We can discuss forgiveness, we can discuss lowering the temperature, all that at a different time. But right now we have a mandate, and we have to use that mandate. And also, on that, remind me, what even does Matthew 16 say should be done to those who corrupt the innocence of children? I seem to remember something about a millstone, something about being...
Red Menace. How high can you get? Okay.
Cast into the sea. What was Charlie doing if not trying to proclaim the name of Christ to America's youth, to guide them towards the truth, towards and into the arms of the Lord and away from evil? That is what he said he wanted his legacy to be. People are trying to steal that from him, his legacy, and make it into their own grifts and pet issues. We'll discuss that. But in terms of a response, we're not calling for anything against the law. It's quite the opposite, actually. We are calling for our laws to be enforced, our laws which are based upon Christian morality, to be enforced upon these people who are evil and who are wicked, and we can love and forgive them just as well while they're in jail or in a legally commissioned noose. Now is not the time to lower the freaking temperature. We cannot lose this mandate again. The last time we had a mandate like this, we wasted it, which is why in 2025, our presidents are getting shot at, our kids are having their minds warped and their genitals mutilated, and guys who just want to engage in civil dialogue on the American college campus are getting shot at. And they're getting killed. That's what happens when you lose your mandate. And the base gets it too, by the way. They know what needs to be done, but like always, they're being contained by their representation in media and politics who are trying to preach the same ineffective messaging. Peace, love, tolerance, forgiveness. That is not the message right now. But of course, to the sheep, that's all they understand, right? Falling in line, submission. It's likely that watching the lion be taken down by hyenas doesn't compute in the sheep brain. They don't understand what's happening, much less what to do about it. You know, the only outcome they can hope for is some kind of peace and freaking unity, or that the hyenas just decide to stop and freaking leave everyone alone. It's because that's all they're literally capable of thinking. Maybe they even go as far as to look at the lion and say, oh,
what?
Geez, you shouldn't have done that. You should have fallen in line. Like us, the sheep, we're safe. You know, I even sat in on a TPUSA meeting 2 days after the assassination. The message about Charlie Kirk, it was a two-parter. One, thoughts and prayers to Charlie's family. So true. Fair enough. Hit me. What's next? 2. If there's one thing we can learn from Charlie, it's that we can do anything we put our mind to. It's not a bad message. I've been to elementary school assemblies before. I've got enough.
What the hell am I supposed to do?
Because if anything, the messaging is bad everywhere. People still do not seem to understand what time it is. We have lost a truly larger-than-life figure. There's a reason that Trump took so well to him. There's a reason that people in the White House are saying that Trump is in legitimate mourning over this, as we all are. And that's when I knew it was real. I knew it was real.
Israel. Oh, come on.
That's what he would have wanted. Charlie Kirk would have wanted his president to make that announcement.
I am Abigail Hawk, and I am here.
Abigail's playing Sudoku.
Would have wanted the world to know about his assassination via Truth Social. It's just unbelievable shoes for anybody to try to fill. I mean, nobody could draw crowds like that. Nobody could inspire enthusiasm like that, which is exactly why he was targeted, by the way. His detractors on the quote-unquote right pretend not to see how important he was because they're resentful freaks. Our enemies clearly knew what time it was. They clearly knew how important this guy was. Anyone in proximity to Charlie knew that he was 100% our guy. I'm out of patience. I have no patience for subversives and for liars. There's a sense of unity right now. I'm calling all well-meaning patriots. Because Charlie Kirk was our hero. He was a loyalist until the end. He was one of the only guys who in 2022 remained loyal to Donald Trump. He had every incentive to join with the rest of the party in breaking away from Trump. Financial, social, political, every incentive. Everyone wanted Trump gone. The party wanted to move on to DeSantis or someone else. Trump was losing allies, donors, the media was turning on him. Charlie Kirk remained loyal. Seeing that happen in 2022 is when I knew he was a good man. In meeting him and hearing more about what he believes and how he navigates himself behind the scenes, that's when I knew he was a great man. The conservative movement is now facing an incomprehensible void without Charlie Kirk. No one else but Charlie Kirk was showing up to Utah Valley University on a Wednesday afternoon to speak to America's youth, and nobody else could do. Now, he was better read, reasoned. He was more effective with the spreading of all of these ideas that his detractors claim they really care about. And again, as I've encouraged for years, young men need to be assimilating themselves into the mainstream. Now is the time. There are opportunities now, but they're not going to stay. They're not going to last forever. Your model needs to work. Charlie's model worked. I've spent the last year emphasizing just how profoundly important this guy was, and it's difficult to understand how devastating this loss has been and will be in every sense of the imagination. Every patriot's now left with a mandate. We all have to pick up the slack. It's that simple. You have to push harder. You have to save your country. We have an example that we have to follow. Maybe we can't imitate it, but we have to follow it. Nobody had better stats than Charlie Kirk. Batting average, influence over the president, ground game, access to donors, character. No, I mean, we have had a titan robbed from us by these people. Nobody had a higher batting average. When I say batting average, like in the day-to-day, nobody had better takes than this guy. You know, you're looking at some of these other people who are sort of competing in the sphere. They maybe have some good takes. A lot of people have good takes. They're very good. They're talented or whatever. But they also retain a certain tendency to cold out that Charlie never had. Charlie never cold out. I've seen people who have some pretty high batting averages die on ridiculous hills, make fools of themselves, collaborate with ridiculous people, demonstrate behavior that makes you go as the viewer, dude, like, what are you doing? Who is this for? How is this helping?
Many such cases, including myself.
Moreover, and also, unlike Charlie, these other people have a tendency to be disloyal to the president, because if you're an influencer, you kind of have this incentive to discredit your competition, portray yourself as the real truth teller. You know, this whole, oh, me, I'm the real truth teller. I'm so brave. I'm going to align myself with the entire political and media establishment against patriots, but it's brave because the patriots who have no power or representation other than Trump, they're mad at me on the internet, so I'm brave. I have this problem with the president. I have this problem with the president. I'm Kitcharian. Fuck you. I know how these people think because I know them. I've been around them. I know how the game is played. It's so cynical. I have no tolerance for it. And Charlie never did that. Charlie understood his job was actually to be loyal to the president, to play the game. His job was to explain to Americans why what the president was doing was good and correct, which it always was, and when the president was doing something
supplies running low,
instead of melting down and insulting the integrity of the president, questioning his loyalty, questioning his judgment or competence, Charlie would simply put out the correct messaging and then politely nudge Trump in the right direction, which is why Trump actually listened to Charlie. There's a list of 3 names that Trump listened to. Charlie's name was on that list, and frankly, he was the best name on that list. The other 2 names, they don't have the batting average, and they call out. They don't have the loyalty. It is what it is. He did his job well.
Heart palpitations.
He got people to nod along and to support things that the president was doing, which again, that's your job when you're a mainstream media figure. When things are going good, you support. When things are going bad, politely nudge in the right direction, but always be loyal, always engage in good faith. Look at how the Democrats operate. How does the Democrat mainstream media apparatus function? It functions as an organ of the party to regurgitate propaganda, justify what they're doing, how it's completely correct. If you disagree, you're immoral, you're XYZ. Yeah, Charlie was literally one of the few people who understood the role of media on the right in a way that, frankly, no one else does that's currently at that level of, a mainstream right-wing figure. Again, there's a lot of good guys. I'm friends with a lot of these people. I like a lot of them. I respect a lot of them, but they do retain this tendency to call out. They do have the lower batting average. So, in that sense, which is the sense, actually, he truly is irreplaceable. That's a very scary thought.
Oh.
I couldn't if I tried.
That is true.
The importance of Charlie Kirk. Nearly every person I know reached out to me about this. Still, I've been hearing from people I haven't heard from in years. Old friends, enemies, playground enemies from elementary school, literally. It's not unbelievable to say that this was the second most important political figure for us in American politics. And they killed the last guy who wanted to try changing their minds, and they felt nothing. They were even happy about it. They celebrated it. And they knew who he was. They knew he was a father. They knew he had a family. Imagine how little they would care watching your body collapse into a ditch. Imagine how easy it would be, and how all the liberals who have held you hostage for years because, well, you don't want to offend them. They're good people. They're just, Imagine how they would go along with it when they kill you. Just like they go along with everything else. There are no innocent Democrats. The boomers got that right. These people are evil. The last train just
mandatory shelter period.
Themselves with that, I'm writing them off.
What's up, Imperator? Forge Gang. Let's go. I'm still a hard man. Let's go.
If you go out of your way to support Democrats in 2025, what you are saying is that all of this, everything that we've seen, maybe it's bad, maybe you don't endorse it, but it's closer to what you want the world to look like than what Republicans are offering. And it's close enough, actually, that you'll prefer to keep supporting that rather than just disengage and not vote or sit it out altogether.
Is it true you are Mexican?
You wear the blood on your hands too.
Do you think I'm mentally ill? No, bro, I don't think you're mentally ill. Am I Mexican? No. I'm like English and Irish and German and like Spaniard, like Spain. Like the farthest I've found on my dad's side was an Italian or Spaniard in Spain. Fucking Cardinal was my last name. That's what I mean by Spaniard, like, or Italian or whatever.
Dough. That is what you are. You are dough. You have no thoughts. Your mind is a sandbox for the people who rule you. Every patriot who you've ever looked down
on. Well, what's up, bro? I didn't know 3-4 was streaming.
My brain contains your brain. You wear the blood on your hands.
What's up, SOA? Listening to
man, and I'm allowed to call out bullshit. This isn't your HR department.
Johnny Dole.
Along with the freaking wholesome Chungus corporate culture. No, you align yourself.
My heritage says I'm 1% North Italian. Yeah, I've never done one of those before. I've kind of wanted to, but then I kind of don't trust them at all. Like, I don't want a clone of me to be out there somewhere or some shit or whatever, But I'd be interested in maybe doing it. But I know that my mom's side of the family came from Ireland, Scotland, and England. And then my dad's came from Germany, Italy, or Spain, and Dutch. What are these rumors spread by Mr. Raven that you like feet? If you had been to the doctor and you had blood, they can clone you like that. Yeah, they probably could. Mr. Raven. Thought Raven was a... Raven's not a mister. Raven's a sister. But bro, Foot Clan. I've always said Foot Clan. Oh shit. How do I do this? L, body part. It's yeah, that's weird about you asking all these women in Troons for feet pics. I've never asked for lewds. I've always only asked for feet pics, bro. Can I just kill that thing? Well, KOPs. Oh shit. Okay, except awful. Personally, the Mexican or Spanish thing doesn't bother me. It's the feet pics. That's weird. Well, bro, I get that. I feel that. I'm not. Never said I was a perfect person, you know. Never claimed to be perfect. Not that you are either. I'm just saying. You know, we all make mistakes. Oh, fuck. Sometimes we make the same mistakes. You know, I honestly blame rap music and alcohol, but that's just a cope. You know, that's a cope, you know, to put it on that because, you know, I didn't know, or I was fucking like Kira. Kira was LARPing as a white woman because she sounded white. So, and then I was like, found out, oh, she's black. What the hell? Got catfished there, bud. Okay, hold on, wait. I have to go back to see what Esso said. Because I'm not in my chat right now. Well, KOP calls her a mister. Oh, well. Well, I agree to disagree with KOP there. Classic eBay. Gonna get on some classic eBay.
Of killing us and who are now killing us. Fuck you, fuck your yard sign, fuck your bumper stickers.
Based?
Speak now or forever hold your peace. If you don't condemn this, you are a part of...
Okay, let's go back.
Sandbox. You're not innocent. You wear the blood on your hands too. It is your...
Raven sounds like a woman to me. It is, and Raven actually sent me their feet. So it's like, I don't know. I never posted them. It's not like I go out and post these things.
Are smarter than you. My brain contains your brain. You wear the blood on your hands, and I don't actually have to do this like unity thing with people who want me dead because I'm a man and I'm allowed to call out bullshit. This isn't your HR department. I don't have to go along with the freaking wholesome Chungus corporate culture. No, you align yourselves with people who have done everything up until the point of killing us and who are now killing us. Fuck you, fuck your yard sign, fuck your bumper stickers.
Base?
Speak now or forever hold your peace. If you don't condemn this, you are a part of the
Did you dad's Spanish ancestors go straight from Spain to the US, or did he pass through Mexico? I don't know, because I know that my dad's, the farthest I know my dad's is they came from Alabama or Mississippi. I really can't remember. What do feet have to do with rap? Well, it's because I'm a wigger. I'm a wigger. S-O-A. You know. I don't know if you've known this, but shocker, I am a wigger. And wigger's gonna do what wigger's gonna do. Wigger's gonna be, you know. But maybe you thought that I looked Mexican on my hands or whatever. After I took that picture, I'd been working. I'd been cutting the grass all day, buddy. And I do kind of naturally tan a little bit more when I'm outside. The hell is this? Everyone's fucking dead, bro. Oh, what the? That's worse than liking feet, to be honest. Well, you know, it is what it is. I didn't know 3-4 was streaming tonight, or streaming Shenmue 2, or else I wouldn't have done this. But I finally got me Pip-Boy. I guess it's just like the best kept, not even the best kept secret, the best known secret is I've always been a wigger, you know. And I'm not, like, I don't talk to Surfer, you know, a whole bunch, you know. I think I saw his stream, he was streaming for the first time in like a long time, like a week ago, and I was pretty shittered. And yeah, I was just like, oh shit, fucking with him in chat. Chauncey's still its mod there. Perk chart. Strength is the measure of, okay. Now you instantly gain 1 point. Why do I instantly gain 1 point? Surfer is not actually a bad guy, but he took up for Soberman, who made Chomo comment. Surfer said Soberman didn't use. Oh, well, yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, we agree to disagree there. Soberman fucked up. Perception. Now, purses don't hold you accountable for that, obviously. Oh man, it's all good. Intelligence. Okay, wait a second. Okay. Has nothing to do with you. No, it really doesn't. Just besides the fact, I mean, it was just like, you know, we all defended Chauncey. Because he was our bro. He's forged till he dies. Yeah, we did. We did, and we do. Yeah, Chauncey's not bad. But I know that I found, like, a cardinal in Italy. Did Raven have nice feet? Is she fat? She's not fat. Well, she doesn't have fat feet. If that's what you're asking. Thought that I'm racist. I'm glad that my mic is still working because I'm not on in my video, so I can't tell. I would have trouble telling if someone's mixed. No, it's no hard feelings, man. But here we go, look, this is the planned assassination and avenging of the Patriot Charlie Kirk. I actually named my guy here Charlie Kirkman. So this is Charlie Kirkman playthrough.
I've been working on a deep dive of the history of leftist terrorism in this country, which nobody talks or knows about. But this stuff is very real, and it could get quickly ugly, much uglier than it is now. This needs to be dealt with. Well, the real problem is we're fighting nihilism and mental health. I get what you're saying, kind of, if I pretend to be a retarded person, but these people aren't saying they're not nihilists. They actually hold very strong beliefs and convictions. What are you talking about? This is a perfectly reasonable response to
change
a very
name.
strong social incentive, which has been deliberately created by the leftist media. Streamers to legacy, they're all in on it. They all know what they're doing. And it also doesn't shock me a bit that these guys are all white guys. Like, what other way is there for them to ascend in the alt hierarchy? How else can they prove themselves to this coalition of all the people who have a bone to pick with the white man if they themselves are white men? They give up their lives for the cause. They kill our people. They light themselves on fire for attention.
Pop quiz for anyone who's been in a car.
Have you been in a car accident, chat? Pop quiz. Pop quiz if you've been in a car accident. True or false? I don't know. Skip.
I'll think of it. So, historically, they kill our people. They light themselves on fire for attention. What was that guy's name? I'll think of it. So, historically, what tends to happen is when the left feels like they're backed into a corner, we see more terrorism, we see more asymmetrical violence. It's simple as that. It happened in the 60s, it happened in the 70s, because they felt like they didn't actually achieve their freaking wholesome global marijuana butt stuff commune. And it's happening now with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, who was the second most important figure for us, aside from Donald Trump. Second only to Donald Trump. And we'll get into why as we continue, but because they feel backed into a corner, because of all the victories that we have achieved, we're going to see more of this stuff unless we do something to stop.
If I may ask, did your Spanish ancestors come from Louisiana? They might. Well, hold on. Because I know that my mom's side is from England. Like, her dad's dad, like my great-great-grandpa, he was from England. Cheshire, like the Cheshire Cat. He was from Cheshire, England. And then my grandma's parents were from he was Scottish. My grandma's dad, that was the Red Dragon in the clan, he was the Scottish. He was from the Scottish. And then my great-grandma was from the Irish side. Now my dad, he had his mom and dad, their dads, their parents, I think, came from fucking, I don't know a lot because I don't know much, I haven't looked into that side much. But I know that she probably came from Louisiana on my dad's side. But I can't be sure. I'm not 100% sure. I would actually have to look more into it. Not a lot of French, though. Like, there's hardly any French in my family. It's all British, Irish, or like German, Dutch, and Italian, or Spaniard, Spanish, but as in like Spain, not like Mexico Spanish. I don't know what the hell I did. That's interesting. I do have French. That's cool. And I don't have nothing against French people, really. My surname is German. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what mine is. Like, I know my mom's is English. Well, really, let's see. Yeah, English. My mom's surname is English. And then my grandpa, that had my grandma had his name, his surname was English. But she was from the Irish side. Her mom and dad were Scottish and fucking Irish. Okay, so they went from, say, Castile or Seville, Spain to Louisiana. Maybe, I don't even know, bro, because I haven't looked into his side that much. I know more about my mom's side because my dad wasn't around, bro. But we're cool now. I still don't fucking talk to him that much, but what can you do?
But yeah, I saw that there are details now about this guy who killed the last man in America who actually wanted to change these people's minds. Of course, it was some Reddit fag shooter who had to include
Reddit fag shooter
memes and freaking lore so that his fans could spot it later. Oh, he said the meme. The marvelization of terrorism. Crush it all, dude. Prosecute the MCU, prosecute leftist streamers, prosecute Antifa, DSA, JB Gun Club, all of it, dude. And this is not a joke, by the way. Like, that is the reason why they go out of their way to include these, like, gay little memes, because they know that the fans of Hassan Piker and Destiny, etc., they will hype them up afterwards and provide, you know, an illusion of purpose to an otherwise bleak and disordered existence. The streamers themselves, of course, don't approve of this. You know, of course, they don't endorse this behavior, except for, like, literally they often do. But it doesn't matter either way. They are perfectly aware of the communities that they're cultivating. Water seeks its own level. They know what they're doing. They're in on it. These assassins are interacting in these ecosystems, which exist downstream from these content creators and influencers. They understand the dynamics of the ecosystems. They understand that the best way to get freaking upvotes in these ecosystems is to
Got
kill people.
two wedding rings?
I mean, why else
Oh,
would it be
yeah,
Charlie
I guess
Kirk?
I do.
We understand how important Charlie Kirk was. Do we think the shooter understood that? Do we think the shooter actually understood, like, the dynamics of right-wing media, right-wing politics, kind of like how we're outlining now? Or do we think it's more likely that his favorite streamers did understand that, and so they spent the most time attacking Charlie? You think maybe he just deduced, quite understandably?
And now, I thought that AI video was great. The flat Earth and stuff, about me being a flat earther and all that shit, that was great. I loved that. Only thing is, I've never supported Nick Fuentes, ever. Fuck that guy. Like, I've always hated him. And not because of PPP. He's like 22 years old, and he wants to be some political fucking... Like, no, I'm not gonna fucking follow you, Nick Fuentes, you cat boy faggot.
That the best way to climb the ladder in those circles, in those ecosystems, would be just to kill Charlie Kirk? Because that's exactly what happened. And of course, the media is right there to run pieces for these guys, talking about how they actually freaking stress nonviolence. They don't approve of freaking violence. Yeah, you can get fucked. You can get fucked. It's like Martin Luther King, you know, waxing lyrical to the media about peace and nonviolence. 5 minutes after his supporters just got done burning and looting a city, these people know.
Yeah, fucking Martin Luther King. Okay, let's see.
This has been a pre-recorded message. Message repeats in 3 seconds.
Help! They're gonna kill me.
I figured you did. Didn't you say you like the Groypers?
Message repeats in 3 seconds.
I've never really, like, I've kind of, like, when they still had Patrick Casey around, Patrick Casey kind of grounded them. They said Patrick Casey's a Fed. But no, I've never really liked the Groypers. I think they're all cringe, like Zoomer retards, faggots, honestly. And like Nick Fuentes, like defended like that Ali Alexander pedophile guy. So hell no. Diamond City Radio. What, you can't get the radio on? Forge. What's up, Code of Truth? And Fuentes was close to Milo for something. Yeah, that too. And like the whole Kanye West shit. Hell nah, bro. Wait, is there music or is that like just background ambient music? Code of Truth, what do you think? Tell me if you can hear that classical radio. Like, you should let me play classical music at least if you're not gonna let me play anything. I don't care if it gets copywritten. How you gonna copyright fucking a song from like the 12th century Renaissance? Like, get the fuck out of here. What are you, Nintendo? Did you fucking copyright the right to summon animal, the pocket monsters and ride them? It's just Rockabye Baby. Go home. Okay. Alright.
Know exactly what they're doing.
Meet my new favorite ED solution that works 5
Oh
times
no, a
faster.
fucking ED solution. Fucking what's next? The fucking wet wipes? Dude wipes? ED ad for everybody with no chat block, fucking ad blocker. We got Sudoku, Garfield Sudoku, ED blockers. What else?
If he gets in trouble, where's the movement? But his supporters know the score. They know, oh, he doesn't call for it, but we're picking up what he's putting down. They all know what's going on. Talking about nonviolence. What was the reaction, by the way, to the Luigi Mangione case, right? All these people who are now coming out to talk about nonviolence. Where were they when that was going on? Weren't they actually celebrating it? Weren't they actually inciting it? Getting tattoos, wearing the Luigi hat? This assassination was directly caused by that.
It was.
That story, by the way, was an IQ test that allowed
Spanish, I think, whatever.
based people failed. Oh, a freaking evil healthcare CEO won't run his business like a charity for obese people with heart conditions. That must be the fault of capital. Almost everyone celebrated that story. Very few people condemned it. And so the hourglass was flipped and it was set. You will only see more of this until you destroy not just the organization networks, DSA,
This is at my house? Oh yeah, it is.
clubs, Discord, all of that, but also these strong and proliferated social incentives which bring people to go find those organization networks in the first place.
Did the Spanish and French Louisiana marry in with the Africans and natives who were there? Now my grandma's on like if she was in Louisiana, was had the Spaniard in her. She always would always go on about how like we've got Cherokee and shit, you know. But it's just like, you know, like every old person says that, like, yeah, I've got Indian in us. Like, who the fuck knows? There's also a lot of these mulatto Haitians who fled to Haiti to New Orleans and married in with. You're still here.
Codsworth? You're still here. So, other people could still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here.
Of course, good sir.
Radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International. But you seem the worse for wear. Best not let the wife see you in that state. Where is the message?
Oh no, she got killed, dude.
She can't be dead. She can't be. I'm in a dream.
I'm having a schizo episode,
I'm in
dude.
a bad dream.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible...
Not the aristocrats who cared about their family history. The WASP population is guilty of the chat cutoff, bro. I'll check it in a sec. Ninja. I don't know. Have you seen Sean?
Codsworth, listen to me carefully.
Ferd told me that I was being groomed.
Have you seen
Raven
Sean?
was grooming me.
The missus had him last, remember?
And it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Sad but true. They are drama mongers. True, a lot of Scots married the Cherokee. They stole him. They stole my baby boy, dude.
He's gone. God damn it. Someone took him. Someone stole my son.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I think.
Hunger-induced paranoia.
200 years? What?
Ferd said Raven was grooming me for Weezus.
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little.
You know, Ferd's never lied to me. He's always been pretty cool. Ferd's never did anything wrong to me, and he warned me. So it is what it is, bro. Fuck it. You ever watch Braveheart Warhammer? Move to Oklahoma. What is this?
Codsworth, you're acting a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, son, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve.
They could smoke weed in Oklahoma, I hear.
Years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out.
Bird confirmed Raven heard you say you were mixed in VC with, I could add you to the group VC and you can see. I mean, you don't have to, bro. I don't really care. If I said anything like that, then I was probably drunk. Stop it. Focus.
Whoa. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were...
I'm like probably mixed with like a bunch of different whites.
I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
Texas is such an evangelical Christ-starved state, they won't even people buy anime or movies because...
Well, it's something.
Let it serve as a reminder, sir, of happier days. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young Sean may turn up yet.
I doubt it, dude. Anything dangerous?
Have you seen any?
Well, you don't sound Mexican, so I'll say that. I never thought, he personally thought you looked Mexican. No, I know, man. Like, I'm not Mexican. Like, maybe me and Ninja have a lot of similar qualities, so that's why Ravenford and Swede would say I'm like Ninja. But me and Ninja have like, you know, we're not really at each other's throats no more. I don't think... I hope he's not really antagonizing you or anyone, but I don't think he has been, because, I mean, we haven't been doing anything to him, you know, so, I mean, you know, a lot of Christards are libtards. Yes.
Alright. Lead the way.
Look at SB20. They taking Dragon Ball off the shelves because Bola flaps her face at Goku in the first chapter. Alright. Look. I think that, like, it is a suppression of art, but, like, I don't know. Maybe it should be up to the states in their own way or whatever. But, like, I don't care about anime that much.
And I can be patient. I don't want this to be rushed. I want them to take their time. But when they strike, after they've carefully developed and organized their plan, President Trump needs to do
What,
so in a way
dude?
that vindicates everything they've said about him for the last 10 years. It needs to be started.
I mean, I like anime, but
Trump shill all the time, because otherwise it's never going to stop. They'll never stop. They want to kill all of us, and the next 10 years are going to be pretty dark. A lot of people, even myself, didn't really pay enough attention to what these freaks were talking about in the background. We got maybe a little too excited by the winning. There's no going back now. You can't take us
we did get too distracted by the winning. Like, we were winning. There was lots of winning going on, and yeah, like 16 is fine in Japan for like Zoom. You know, Corey Statutory. It's good for him. I'm just an old school Dragon Ball fan. Yeah, and me too, bro, and that's fine. Press 1 if you heard anything on the Pip-Boy radio. Press 2 if it was just absolutely fuck all. Press 1 if you heard the Pit-Boy Radio song. Press 2 if you heard absolutely nothing. Okay, you heard nothing? Okay, yeah. It's pretty fucking stupid how, like, I can hear the music, but, like, y'all can't because of copyright. These are literally fucking old-ass songs. A lot of anime is very sus. Yes, it is. I do agree. So see, like, I could have just been playing John Doyle's video here, which is what I've been doing.
Assassination's off the table. That's not how that works. You don't put that toothpaste back in the tube. This escalates, if it escalates, going back now, or stop. They want to kill all. President Trump needs to do so in a way that vindicates everything they've said about him for the last 10 years. It needs to be startling even to me, who gets called a Trump shill all the time. Because otherwise, it's never going to stop. They'll never stop. They want to kill all of us. And the next 10 years are going to be pretty dark. A lot of people, even myself, didn't really pay enough attention to what these freaks were talking about in the background. We got maybe a little too excited by the winning. There's no going back now. You can't take assassinations off the table. That's not how that works. You don't put that toothpaste back in the tube.
They're like, really the only people that assassinate people are like communists. Right? Like, it's always communists or Democrats or Jews, which is, like, Jews is just all that. They don't want to do the work of selective muting only some songs when streaming. Sounds like they muted all the music. It is what it is. It's tough. It's tough. It's like they're completely retarded and they don't know. But, I have got my, like, I've got my streaming set up on my computer to stream with OBS. Be my own OBS operator, Bugman. Got my mic and everything figured out. I'm gonna try and do a stream on there of, like, WoW or something one day. Coming up. But, yeah.
This escalates, if it escalates, it's going to be really bad for the right. So, Donald Trump needs to take the entire federal law enforcement system and crush these people into the dust to such an extent that our kids don't even believe they ever existed. The declaration of Antifa as a major terrorist organization is good, but it's not enough. It's beginning to catch up. It's good.
Yeah, like, Trump is like...
Mrs. and young Sean, they aren't here.
Oh, this isn't even our house. Sean's out there.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood, and past the Red Rocket Station?
A lot of anime is probably CIA mind control for the American youth. It's something, I'll tell you that. Even though, like, Dragon Ball has a lot of, you know, like, the Aryan Superman that was, like, you know, the World War II of Japan, or Nippon of World War II, whatever.
Good work is good work, but there's more good work that needs to be done. It's time for a new largest investigation.
Not in Dragon Ball, Imperator. I agree, not in Dragon Ball.
Whatever they did to protesting grandmas, I want done to people who attack protesting grandmas outside of drag queen events. And this is not like my personal demand or whatever. Who cares? We don't have another choice. Because we don't do well in times of chaos. Historically, the right does not do well. We're not supposed to. This kind of asymmetrical terrorism, that's always been a tactic of the left. And by the way, the only way to stop it is to use law enforcement to crush it into the ground permanently. So anyone trying to lower the temperature right now, they're trying to diffuse the mandate that we've been given. This temporary window of indignation, which will last maybe 4 weeks total. I don't know. They're trying to diffuse that so that we don't do what needs to be done to these people. And again, I'm not talking about violence or extremism. People are talking about, oh, I'm so radical now. I'm radicalized. I get that.
I'm radicalized, dude.
How you feel. And I'm certainly not going to tone police you. I'm not going to moral fag you. I'm right there with you. But just remember, they don't kill the radicals. It's never happened. Every time a radical gets killed, it's by another radical who decided that he betrayed the...
That is true. That is true. It's like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, even George Lincoln Rockwell. They were like all killed by patsies. They were patsies. I mean, let's be real, but they were all people within their group that they believed had betrayed the fucking... betrayed their values or whatever. What is this? Something that... Ragnar the Barbarian, Jungle of the Bat Babies. They're pressing you for being neurodivergent and every bit as much controlled. Critical hits with unarmed melee attacks permanently do 5 damage. Who is Mr. Handy's Fuel? Alright. Here we go, hold on.
Cause by not being radical enough or something like that. The system has never been threatened by anybody like that. No. They kill the guys who occupy and reinvent the mainstream. The guys who do that with a good suit and a bright smile. That's why they went for Trump, and that's why they went for Charlie Kirk, and that's why they killed Charlie Kirk. So again, I'm not telling you to shy away from changing your opinions. I'm not telling
This looks like a Fallout game. It is, bro. It's Fallout 4.
There's a shortage of guys who have the right opinion on things. They're probably more now than ever because of social media, Twitter, etc. Literally the only thing that matters is moving the ball down the field.
Ladle.
So if you want your ideas to be mainstream, you need people in the mainstream representing them and advocating for them. Simple as that. And what terrifies me is that right now there is no one to take Charlie Kirk's place. He's truly, in every sense of the word, irreplaceable. And there's a lot of sentiment going on right now, you know, from well-meaning people, well-meaning patriots.
There's no way those 1950 houses would be still up after 200 years.
The mantle, they're going to step up to the plate.
Well, bro, with the power of Todd Howard, anything is possible. I need to be going this way, fuck.
They fill the gap on the college campus that Charlie left, and I appreciate
I was exploring.
for that. I know that they mean well, but it's not the same thing. Not even close. Charlie Kirk was a loyal MAGA patriot since 2011. Shapiro waited until 2024 to throw his weight behind Trump, and he only did so after Never Trump failed after 9 years. His boy DeSantis failed after trying, and then maybe Israel Gaza broke out and he wanted perhaps some influence over the administration. So there's simply not a mainstream figure to fill this gap, and I don't want it being filled actually with the same volume that we've spent the last 10 years replacing. So, in a sense, the pre-Trump conservative media environment is now healing.
He was
We can't go back in the box.
pro-Israel,
We can't let things go back to
but he also said that he was afraid they were going to kill him.
Ronald McDonald. It's time to activate. That's what people don't understand. You know, who's the guy? Who's the guy? Who's our guy? Trump is the guy. What are you talking about? Trump has always been the guy. That's the only way we even got this far. And people have attacked me for saying that, just like they attacked Charlie Kirk for saying that. But it's true. His movement...
His movement what? Oh no, John Doyle. What happened, dude?
is the only way forward. And we simply
Okay.
we need more mainstream patriots. We need more mainstream figures who understand that and will throw their weight behind it rather than just kind of like go along with it as a part of their day-to-day while broadcasting or whatever else they're doing, or even going against it, actively working against it in their day-to-day. And Charlie understood that. Charlie understood, again, that his job was to be loyal to the president and use his platform to explain why what the president and his administration are doing.
Boo, SMP, what's up?
He can put out good messaging without attacking anyone or questioning Trump's integrity.
Chat raid 341. What's up, Chauncey, bro? Listen, we're listening to brother John Dole.
For the Democrat Party, and so everything Democrat.
This is Fallout 4, bro. It's Fallout 4 This is Charlie Kirkson. Raid poop in the chat. Trump was on it. Shaggy was in Utah the same time as Charlie. I'm pretty sure that's been confirmed. Look, there's a sequin dress. I'm not going to put it on because I'm not going to be like Queeros. Okay, I'm not going to be like Queeros and wear a sequin dress. Drinking bloody whatever's there, bud. But I will put this on. Like, sequin dress has it's got 31 value. It's no charisma. This has more value. Cheers, 3-4. Cheers, bud. How far did you get in Shenmue 2? Military cap. Yeah, let's put that on. Let's go, bro. Let's fucking go. Rip Hobbit Gang. No, don't rip Hobbit Gang, bro. Hobbit Gang's still alive. I just gotta send you, what fucking server it's on now. I think, gotta find the voodoo. I think it's Ice. I think Coach is still alive, guys.
Democrats do is good, anyone who disagrees is bad. Charlie did something very similar. And people still don't really understand what his job even was. Which is why, again, it's going to be impossible to replace him. You know, people say, oh, Charlie just wanted to talk. His whole thing was conversations. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he was
Coach is dead.
faith. That wasn't why he was going.
Yeah. You're right. I was just kind of joking because there's a guy that does like survival stuff from Brazil, and he looks exactly like Coach. Sounds like Coach with like a higher pitched voice. Same exact face. Be like, this is literally Coach with a little fatter, who's like doing survival YouTube vlogs in like some rainforest somewhere.
Out of his way.
But nah, Coach is dead.
Sorry if that ruins it for you. You know, I'm sure he wanted nothing more than to change minds. He, of course, would welcome that, but you can only have the same conversation 100 or so times, right? Charlie's heart was full of love and it was full of grace, but he was not a naive person. His job was to get millions of otherwise apolitical young Americans to love their country and to realize just how insane and evil the left will always be. And for his last trick, he cemented his work. He died facing his enemies. That's what happened. It wasn't because he talked to people. Dave Rubin talks to people. They assassinated a moderate. If
Unlikely
he were a moderate,
given
he
the
wouldn't be effective now,
circumstances.
would he? We wouldn't use that word. Where did George Bush get us being a moderate? Was George Bush an effective moderate? It's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Where did any moderate Republican ever get us? Why? What have they ever done for you or me? If you want to call Charlie Kirk a moderate, like, that's fine. I'm not arguing with you. But that's not why people are calling him a moderate. They're doing that so they can get to the second half of the sentence, which is when they publicly masturbate to how based they are. You think
Case
he's an
closed
extremist?
on boss
It's
Eddie
me that's
Winner.
the extremist. I'm the edgy one. It's just so gay.
Check Discord,
and just so out of
Warhammer.
place right now, dude. Like, they're using moderate as a pejorative. They're implying that to be a moderate
Godwinson is the only one individual who
moderate
stands
is
out to
somehow
me.
bad. That's not true. What are you even doing? It's not 2018 anymore. Nobody cares that you've read Death of the West. No one cares that you've read The Israel Lobby. It's 2025. Moderate is literally defined by perception. You want to be a moderate. I'm a moderate. I'm a totally normal guy. What are you talking about? You always want to frame and present yourself as the moderate. This is just like basic stuff. You're the moderate. It's
fucking-
everybody else who's insane and crazy and trying to kill you. Literally true, by the way. And frankly, the fact that so many people who supposedly get it are convinced that he was just some moderate, it just shows how effective he was
Holy
at his
shit,
job. It just
dude.
shows how good he was at his job. He was excellent at presenting himself as just a normal guy. I'm a moderate. And it also shows that most of these people are just normies. They
What
are
the fuck?
normies running a red-pilled software on their stupid Normgroid hardware. They are not cut out for this. Now that it's all coming out that Charlie's actually extremely red-pilled behind the scenes, and he was just, I don't know, maybe handling that while running the most important political operation on the right, maneuvering such that he could make these ideas become tangible in the real world and
Based.
him, and everybody knew that. Everybody knew that Charlie was our guy, and I was defending him. from these attacks during the election while he was getting President Trump elected, and people are like, Charlie Kirk. What are you talking about, dude? Charlie gets it. He's good on all the issues, and people just decided that wasn't true because of shit they made up in their head. It's like, okay, dude. All you're doing is signaling that you're totally out of the loop. Everybody in proximity knew he was our guy, and you're just not in the know. Charlie was a moderate. Now you're going to see what the real extremists look like. Can you just, like, shut? Do you not understand that you're masturbating right now?
Like,
Do you not
the
understand
cringe
that
lords are
vanity
out.
is driving the sentiment that you're expressing?
How long has that radio been on for 200 years?
Charlie
It
was
can't
not
have
like
been.
just some content creator. He was a political operative. He was an organizer and a fundraiser. He was a consultant. He asserted influence over political figures, including the sitting president, who trusted him.
What is this now? What is this ad for? They should make a streaming channel just for commercials and ads. I've thought of this like since like cable, before streaming was a thing. They should just make a fucking streaming channel, just one channel. Like, you want to go watch ads, you go watch ads on that, and you pay a subscription fee for it and everything.
He did every job in politics at the 90th percentile, and he did it all for patriots. Talking about being an extremist, that's great. It's easy to do that while other guys are building things like Turning Point USA, though. You understand? Now there's a lot of slack to pick up. Honestly, more than we're capable of picking up, at least in the short term. And people are just like,
Glow
don't worry,
sites.
Mr. Kirk. I'll post about Hitler twice as hard now. We'll take it from here. It's like, can you just get this through your head? Radicals do not scare the left. Centrists scare the left. They don't spend time calling radicals Nazis. They spend a lot of time calling moderates Nazis. That's why they don't spend a lot of time trying to associate radicals with the moderates to diffuse the radicals, tone them down a little bit. They spend a lot of time trying to associate the radicals with the moderates, to attack the moderates, make them radioactive, make them look bad. John Doyle says we have to be moderate. I am begging you with tears in my eyes to just like think about this in terms of more than one variable at a time. Write this down if you have to. Pause the video. Work it all out. Check your work.
Pausing the video. We added some glow sights to our fucking 10mm.
This is the last time I'm doing this, dude. I'm done trying to be the catcher in the rye. I'm done trying to convince people not to sprint off a cliff. If you want to be retarded, be retarded. If you want to be successful in politics, which is a real and important thing that has consequences for all of us and for our families and for our future, it's not just some game. You need to be able to speak to people in language that they understand. If you gave me a note card with 5 ideas, 5 positions of your choosing to sell to an audience with the win condition being a standing ovation, I could do it in a room of young guys or baby boomers or MAGA moms, veterans, your pick, dealer's choice. I could do it, over there. And I have done it. Politics is not about you. It's not about how epic you are, because you know all this cool stuff. You're based, you're red-pilled. Politics is about other people. Charlie Kirk could connect with people. He could speak to them because he had that genuine love of people and that genuine love of life. And his detractors, again, many of whom I know personally, they don't have this. They basically hate their lives and their failures. And so, of course, they resent Charlie because he simply possessed capabilities that they don't have. He was better read, reasoned, and delivered on virtually any issue, from civil rights, mythology, and mass.
Shaggy needs to get his life back on track. Too many drugs and binges as of late. And you know, I've had my own binges, audio, you know, so can't judge him on that. But yeah, I started a new job Monday. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. Stoked. Where's my dog? Where's my dog? Where do I need to go? Concord. Alright.
Traffic displacement, the world wars, OSS. I mean, you literally just have no idea how big of a loss this is. You have no idea. Well, enjoy what's next. Enjoy what's next. Nothing's next, dude. We have nothing on the way. We have to actualize it. There's not some, like, omnipotent, inevitable force that's just going to occur We have to do that. That is our responsibility. Saying, just wait till you see what's next is just another way of saying, like, someone else is going to do something. Someone else is going to make this happen, and I'll just keep being like an edgelord in the meantime. If you are experiencing that, like some driver awakening,
work that
it is on you to make that happen.
bleach sleeve.
We'll talk a little bit about more like what you can do later on.
White
but,
boy.
You know, whatever you're feeling, that emotion.
Ligger.
And I would bet that's probably already dissipated since last Wednesday a little bit, hasn't it? That's fine. That's how it works. The point is that
Ghost
there's
is
work
an
to be
income
done.
haver.
And regardless of how you feel, we're the ones who are going to have to do it. There's nobody else. Again, look at the messaging in the mainstream. There's nobody else. And someone's got to fill that volume, and it needs to be patriots. You're confused as to why a leftist would choose to assassinate Charlie Kirk instead of someone freaking based and freaking radical. Maybe because they know that the only threat to their dominance is through Donald Trump and Donald Trump's movement, not the fringes who have been saying for the last 50 years that actually we can win if we just Jaceberg and accelerate the collapse. No one's threatened by that. No one has ever been threatened by any of that. They are threatened by what works and what takes pieces off the board. Material impact. That beats edgelording 100 out of 100 times.
Who
That's
says
why
crime don't
I hate
pay?
every part of the... Charlie was a moderate, and they still killed him. Well, now it's time to listen to me, the guy who was calling him a neocon Israeli slave cuck 2 days ago. Charlie could get your family to nod along to the Great Replacement, to dismantling civil rights mythology, all of the above.
Yo, for real, like, Charlie Kirk, like, you call him as pro-Israel, he believed pro-Israel, whatever. He could literally get your boomer parents to, like, see how the civil rights movement and affirmative action was wrong.
Just like Tucker could when he was on Fox, and they killed him for that. They killed him for being effective, which few are. So, yeah, people who are using his death as like a launch pad for their personal brand, fuck you. You're scum.
Charlie should have wore a vest.
Charlie was a moderate, and they killed him, so you may as well listen to me now. Just
Nah,
just
Charlie,
go away.
Charlie
Go do
had
anything
faith,
else.
bro. It didn't matter.
Antifa freaks are not threatened by some guy living in a trailer posting about how Jews stole the bagel. Or Jews stole
God's
the donut
will be
from the
done, bro.
Gentile.
Daceville.
Do you know why freaking coins have freaking ridges? They're threatened by people like Trump and like Charlie Kirk who get things done. People who have mass appeal. Those figures are the only reason we're here right now in the first place. Actually, starting to win for the first time in 60 years. For the past 60 years,
Fake
probably
Fed
even longer,
911
we have done nothing
Chief
but lose. And sometimes delay further
Nah,
subsequent losing. But we've never won. Now we are. And people just want to squander it. Be like Charlie Kirk. Be like Donald Trump, Stephen Miller. Those are three different models.
Charlie didn't even
that
wear
all
a vest,
work.
bro. Like,
In the last 10
he
years, we've
said
seen
he
what actually
didn't
works.
believe in wearing vests.
Let's just lean into that. Let's do a little bit more of that. Let's take it further. What do we have to lose? What's too important for us to sacrifice for that cause? This is going to sound really weird, and that's
He didn't
fine.
believe in vests. That's why they shot him in the jugular
Seeing that
vein.
video kind of set an example where it's like, all right, if he can do it, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, it reminded me of hazing activities where it's like, no one's above it, Boy Scouts or summer camp or sports teams where it's like something's about to happen and it really sucks, but then you see another guy do it, just get it over with, and you're kind of like, all right, whatever, let's just do it. And I don't mean to make light of the situation, obviously, but
Headshot, aim for the eyes
Charlie
and
went home.
nose. That's how I was taught.
we all want to go home. We all want to be good and faithful servants, and at some point we're all going to die, so...
Oh shit, sorry.
What's your problem? What's your objection to that? Don't be afraid of it. I mean, be aware of it, be cautious of it, but don't be afraid of it. Charlie wasn't afraid of it. If God had told Charlie before he walked out there that it was his time to die and that it was going to be extremely brutal and in front of his entire family, but it would be painless and it would light a fire under conservatives that would 10 times his individual efforts and provide a mandate to crush these people into the ground, Charlie would have said, okay. He would have said, thank you. He would have said, thank you, I'm ready, without a second's hesitation. That's faith, and that's courage, which are the two things he said he wanted to be remembered by his faith and by his courage. That's an example for all of us to live up to. Live your life with so much faith and with so much courage that you could reasonably foresee your death being at the hands of your enemies in extremely brutal fashion. A soldier's death, dying a martyr, dying facing your enemies. There's no better way to go. What do you want, the hospital bed? You want the strobe lights? So you have to just like get over this fear of death. Who cares? What do you have to lose? What is so great about your situation that you're unwilling to put that on the line for your country? Charlie walked out there a week ago knowing exactly what he had to put on the line. He had a beautiful wife, beautiful kids, millions of dollars. He knew Trump only survived a similar outdoor event by centimeters a year ago. He rolled those dice anyway because that is what was expected of him. He did his job and nobody did it better. And that's why he was assassinated. He had it all. Why not walk away? Take your chips, cash out, go home. You won. You've got it all. No one would blame you. You had everything. These young guys, they have nothing. They're just getting started. They have nothing to lose. Charlie had something to lose, and he would walk out there every day as the guy. There was nothing to gain but fulfillment of the mission, serving God. He led by example.
His wife is mid at best. She has lost it all.
Because Charlie was involved. Charlie had everything to lose. Charlie had the Miss Arizona.
I'm not worried about his wife.
Charlie had 2 kids. Charlie had the money. He had the fame. He had a great life. He had the dad lore.
The dad lore. He did have the dad lore.
People would have been maybe a little mad, but if they're honest with themselves behind closed doors, I don't think anybody really could. And that's why he was assassinated.
Hacking?
He had it all.
I'm hacking the packets.
Take your chips, cash out, go home. You won. You've got it all. No one would blame you.
Oh shit.
Nobody did it better. And that's why he was assassinated. He had it all. Why not walk away? Take your chips, cash out, go home. You won. You've got it all. No one would blame you. You had everything. These young guys, they have nothing. They're just getting started. They have nothing to lose. Charlie had something to lose, and he would walk out there every day as the guy who had it all, and he would put it all on the line at every one of those events. Because all that mattered at that point was the mission. There was nothing to gain but fulfillment of the mission, serving God. He led by example. Guys who have nothing to lose, why should I get involved? Because Charlie was involved. Charlie had everything to lose. Charlie had the Miss Arizona wife. Charlie had 2 kids. Charlie
Miss Arizona wife.
He had the fame. He had a great life. He had the dad lore. He could have rode off into the sunset. People would have been upset. People would have been maybe a little mad. But if they're honest with themselves behind closed doors, I don't think anybody really could have blamed him for doing that. But he didn't, because for Charlie, it was never about...
It's never about... What is this ad for? I don't know, it's in some other language. Alright.
I mean, I understand family closed doors. I don't think anybody really could have blamed him for doing that. But he didn't, because for Charlie, it was never about things of this earth. I mean, I understand family is a little different, but it was always about the mission. That's why he got started, and that's what led him to his final act. His last trick, cementing his body of work, proving that these people really are
Entry denied. Likeness 1.
That they will never stop. He led by example. That's why we are 9 days into literally a global mourning for this man. He was able to inspire that loyalty in millions and millions of good people. Good-hearted, high-quality people. It's because he himself was that person. Water seeks its own level. That's why Charlie was a leader, because it wasn't about what benefited him personally. It was about the work that had to be done, work that wasn't finished yet. And that's why he worked just as hard at 31 with hundreds of millions of dollars behind him, countless staff, as he did at 18 by himself in his parents' garage. Start to finish, it was about the mission. So now we have to pick up that slack. Why can't you do that? You know, what do you have to lose?
Unlock.
What's so important in your life that you can't take a bullet to the neck for your country? You have a more beautiful life. You have a more beautiful family. You have millions more dollars. You have greater assets. You've got what? Fuck you. Look at what you did to
fuck
Charlie.
you. Anybody talk shit on Charlie Kirk or his midwife, like, fuck you.
You deserve something else. Or what?
You're probably not any better.
Like an actual real thing with real consequences and not just some game or some alternative form of entertainment. You thought this was just a Facebook comment section. My patience is gone. Dude, the meter's expired. As far as I'm concerned, there was like a window for getting it, and that closed on September 10th. It's time to grow up. People are being killed. This is not a game. And if you couldn't realize that for whatever reason a year ago when Trump was shot at, now you know. Literally 24 hours before the assassination, people were attacking Charlie. Well, then it became real. Well, John, can't we just have unity? We can, with any well-meaning patriot. But you can't unify with subversives. You can't unify with low-quality people.
I'm not very, but it's still...
They compromise the integrity
Chad, I'm just
of the
fucking with you, bro.
organization, of the mission. They compromise your effectiveness. Yeah, sorry, I'm not your mom. You can't pull on my heartstrings and get, like, ungrounded. I can call you out on your bullshit because
Chad,
we're all adults.
Keckler,
We're all men. We don't have to be naive.
Baseman,
These people were
good
already
man.
back to attacking me before the body was even cold, for the same reasons that they spent years attacking Charlie Kirk. Up until literally the day before he died, they were attacking this guy. Well, they just didn't know it was real. Really? They didn't know? They didn't know it was real a year ago when Trump got shot in the head? Grow up. Grow up. We all saw the president get shot at. We all knew it was real. Maybe it wasn't real for you because you had nothing at stake. You thought because you're not getting death threats and you're not getting doxxed and you're not getting followed to your car and having people bring weapons to your events, you don't have skin in the game, it must not be real. Maybe you're too stupid to realize it is actually real for you because it's your future too. It's your
I need to go
country, too.
piss.
Eventually, it's going to
So-
become very real for you. You just didn't realize it yet. You thought it was a game.
This is what I'm gonna do.
This is actually real. Shucks, sorry, Charlie. Where have you been? Where have you been? We all knew it was real a year ago. Didn't click when Trump got shot in the head. It wasn't real for you yet. The reaction from the left to the miracle of that bullet missing Trump by centimeters was a nationwide lamentation. That didn't make it click for you. They were all literally mourning the fact that Trump wasn't killed, our president wasn't killed. I don't buy it again. I guess you have a window. It's closed now, so figure it out, dude. I don't understand how you can follow this stuff that closely and not understand the stakes and not know it's real. Is it the reason that you care so much because you do kind of have, in some sense, an understanding that this is a real thing with real consequences? Or are you just like any other, drama fag, and instead of watching, I don't know, you're watching politics? I don't know. I don't understand it. I knew it was real when I was 19. When I was 19 and Antifa brought a knife to my speech, which they brandished and threatened me with. I knew it was real at 22 when they followed me back to my car after I tried to break up one of these drag queen events. The footage ended up being used on Tucker Carlson Tonight, bringing it into everybody's living rooms for the first time. They followed me back to my car, trying to intimidate me with their gay LARP guns, their gay LARP gear. I got right in their face and I said, "What do you want to do? What do you want to do?" The guy had a pistol and a drop holster, had a full-size Beretta 92, an appendix, and a 380 in my jacket. What do you want to do? There was this weird moment where this guy and I were both kind of realizing that, it is kill you. It's not 2016 anymore. It's not worth the clicks. This is not AIDS, Skrillex, and Trigglypuff. These people are fucked up, and they will kill you, and they will be celebrated for it. Charlie knew that. Charlie knew it was real. He knew the stakes, and he did it anyway. Every day, he put everything on the line for the mission. He had something to lose, and he lost everything. And he did it without being asked. So, it's on us now to earn that sacrifice. Not one step back. This was done to kill your hero, my hero. The arch-patriot Charlie Kirk. Family man Charlie Kirk. God-fearing Christian Charlie Kirk. Cubs fan Charlie Kirk. They wanted to kill your hero, your representation, and your advocate.
That's why I don't really much care for the I'll read it if you type it, but like Christard, yeah, I don't really care for that shit.
Avatar of everything that is good about America. They wanted to kill him on tape, just like they wanted to do to Trump a year ago, because they want you to abandon your mission, to lay down your sword and your courage, and submit yourself to a life that's not even living in the first place. So who fucking cares? You're gonna die anyway. Clothes will be thrown out, donated. Everything you've ever cared about is gonna be sold.
How do they make my favorite tortillas? They never made tortillas. I never had a tortilla growing up, bro.
All you have is God's grace and mercy and your family. God, family, country. So just get over whatever fear you have of death. It's just fear in general, dude. Any sense of like, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? I better stick with this because if that happens, well, that will be bad. And then I'll miss out on getting to do this. Anything that leads you to inaction, to shying away from what you know you would be doing otherwise in absence of that fear, get rid of that compulsion, dude. You know what is going to happen no matter what? You're going to die. That's what's going to happen, no matter what.
Hell yeah.
You can die a man who's lived a man's life filled with purpose and service to God, or you can die like a rat. You can die like a fucking rodent, where you just
they never made tacos.
Looking for things to distract yourself until you die. Like a rodent, like a rat. Those are your choices. So, get involved. A year ago. Get involved a year ago.
Somebody's out there shooting the place up.
I hope that you've done that. I hope that you've spent the last week using whatever emotions you've been experiencing, understandably, in the wake of this, to accelerate your particular plan of action for how...
I won't have been slandering you for over a week. How did your famous spot make the tortillas? I don't think they did. I'm not sure. I got off Discord because Discord basically killed Charlie Kirk, and it's just like, you know, not good. What about making tortillas? I never made tortillas. I never had a tortilla growing up, bro.
Are lucky enough to find like-minded men of similar status. Those are the guys that you stand by for your entire life. That is 100% true. You need to find those guys. You need to go to college. You need to get involved with local right-wing organizations. You need to be on Twitter. You need to be spending an irresponsible amount of time in group chats being funny. If you're unsure of how, like, you specifically can get involved,
America's freedom fighters.
Long-term plan should be. I understand that. Be in proximity.
This is for Charlie Kirkman. This mural commemorates the many sacrifices of brave, hard men and women of the United States Armed Forces. From Lexington and Concord to the shores of Iwo Jima and the Sea of Tranquility to the Anchorage front line, Americans have fought and died through the ages to secure our nation's freedom. You're dodging my question. No, I've never had a tortilla growing up, bro. Like, we just don't. My people, my family did not make tortillas. That's just not us. May their sacrifices remind us that all freedom is a privilege afforded to the many, yet hard won by a noble few. You were in Discord talking about if you didn't grow up. Was I? I don't. How do you know Spanish so well? Well, my last job when I was at Tesla with Elon Musk, I had to talk to a lot of fucking Mexican truck drivers. And I couldn't understand what the fuck they were saying. So, you know, I was like, I might as well, like, learn Spanish so I don't have to fucking figure out what these motherfuckers are saying, right? And they're the majority anyway, so I might as well learn how to speak it. I'd rather be speaking German, but what can you do, bro? Anyway, so I got on Duolingo, and I took Spanish in high school. I actually took Spanish for 8 years, from middle school to high school, AP classes, just to get credit for college that I dropped out of. You know, I don't know, man. Truth revealed, Ghost family does not work tortillas. That's why I never joined the sector. Imagine being pestered like this every day. This is very sketchy. Spanish is a great Euro language. Still, it's always been for the lower tier classes. Well, yeah, Spanish. But like Latin, like a lot of like English, Spanish, Italian, German, all words come from Latin. You know, like all roads lead to Rome, bro. Every fucking single day. But yeah, how do you know how to cook Mexican tortillas so well? Bro, I made like one tortilla, like a one cooking with ghost video where I was like drunk as fuck and I made a tortilla. I don't even think it was that good, bro. It wasn't even that good.
Though, to guys who can help you figure that out. That's the thing. It doesn't matter if you're 12 or 30. When you get the boys together, scheming is going to like commence very quickly. So go to those events. Go to Turning Point, NatCon, Passage Press, all of it. If it's happening, you need to be there. You're sharp. You're well dressed. You're not a spurg. You're not going to do anything weird. You are a good guy. You are somebody that other people would like to be around. And frankly, from my
Do you know Spanish? I was made tacos and burritos. Not that I know of, bro.
You're not just some retard who happened to stumble into politics and who now just likes politically flavored retardation as opposed to the more popular kinds of mass retardation. Again, I'm not going to spell out to you how we're going to beat the enemy. I don't think General Douglas MacArthur would like that too much. But if you're looking to get involved, that is the first step. You need to be in proximity to patriots, and you need to be a high-quality person.
Patriot reporting in.
You need to bring something to the table.
Bring it.
Not, freaking participation trophies for the Patriot mission. We'll talk more about that in a second. We should talk about the intelligence angle, though. You know, there's been this back.
Why did you never tell me about your tortilla cook video? And I really asked until now. Bro, that was when I was. That was still when I was like doing just like you know, funny shit in my costume or whatever. And then I was like, oh, I gotta stop doing this shit. You know, it's too much.
Before I give you my thoughts on the particulars of that, I want to talk a little bit.
There was a guy, I think it was like the golden one. But there was something I did that pissed the golden one off. He's like, but yeah.
About intelligence and ops. Rogue intelligence ops, if you will, just because judging by how people are
I never
talking
sent
about
Jazzy that. I only sent
work mechanically. So
Taki, Kira, and Raven.
For Fox News, we have experience producing news content. Okay, we land sources, we know how to frame it, we know how to make it engaging, all of the above. We have experience with all of it. Okay. So now let's say that you and I have a bone to pick with the Wall Street Journal for whatever reason. You can.
I gotta go, bro.
So we decide now on our own accord that we're
Nicola, the joke is over. Something is not right.
Post headlines and news coverage. We develop a following, and then eventually we run a story alleging that the editor-in-chief of the Wall Street Journal is actually like this horrible person who's gay and corrupt and evil. And you know, whatever.
Yeah, bro. The jig is up.
Allegedly, we use anonymous sources. Again, we have experience in news media, so we know exactly what to do in this situation. So it blows up. Now in the mind of the public, this guy sucks simply because we thought he sucked. We had an interest in seeing him destroyed, so we used our experience to make that happen. Now let's say this Fox.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to do. You hear that? I gotta go take a little walk.
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jump in the shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's...
I'm just passing through.
Fair enough. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? And those raiders want us all dead, including you.
Nah, that ain't it.
I have my own problems, Garvey.
Yeah? Like what? You help us, maybe we can help you.
Oh, sorry, I was fucking muted. I don't know what build I'm really going for, TJD. I don't know how much of it I was muted on,
Enough
so.
to do the digging, which, again, why would he? He ultimately benefited.
Oh, you said this was getting seriously cringy, Warhammer. Sorry. Like, seriously. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Went away, bro. I'll have to go back to my chat in a minute. But, sorry, I was muted. You've been muted since the cutscene. Fuck. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back about, like, 3 minutes on this, John Dole video, then. I read Warhammer's, this is getting really cringy, but, like, I was muted, so. And I made a whole response to that. Anyway.
Looking for an infant boy.
What the?
He's been kidnapped.
What incentive does he have aside from the goodness of...
Used to be a lot of families in this group. More than a few missing relatives. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8.
What?
Now we're 5.
And now word is going around various groups all that you are leaving Discord. Well, Discord isn't really good, bro. It's in the name. And if Discord had anything to do with, like, killing, and I don't even believe the Discord messages.
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow. You really aren't from around here, are you? Ghouls are irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and live for a long time, but they're still just people. The ones I'm talking about are different. The radiation
If Discord had anything to do, which I don't even believe the messages of Charlie having anything to do with Charlie's stuff, I don't even want to be on it, bro. I've embarrassed myself enough that, you know, they fucking killed a guy. It ain't because of me. But...
Will it be enough to stop those maniacs?
Nope.
Sturgis, tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie.
Cause the truth is right. If you're Mexican, last thing you ever do is tell the truth. Righteous. Power. I like it.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Protection with an added bonus.
You do look like sort of. It's hard to tell if that's even you.
Do that. And
Well,
those raiders get an express ticket to hell.
I plead the fifth. I'm not gonna say if it is or if it ain't.
And I can use the minigun like a rifle?
Don't see why not. It'll have a manual trigger. Just aim it at the bad guys and do the old spray and pray. Now, as for the armor, it's out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be
Well, the
powered up again.
beanbags do lie to gringos.
Stuck.
So, what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
I already have it.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around.
Which fall is this? 4? Yeah.
Power armor and grab that minigun.
And I already had the quest item before I even got there.
Good luck.
Just like Skyrim, bro. Put the fusion core in the power armor. I need to go piss. Tacky, keeping track. She's always keeping track, so you gotta watch out. Up to. I usually go auto rifles at 45 and 50 spins to go heavy rifles, purifiers. Oi, oi, oi. I don't know what I gotta do, man. I gotta jump over there? Okay. Gotta jump over there? Alright, bud. How do I run? Holy shit, I did it. What the fuck? I just jumped the gap for no reason.
Are you listening to me?
Careful.
Excuse me.
You plan on dying today?
Sturgis.
Any day now, new guy.
Mama Murphy.
One would I expect
Mister.
the dog you will find in that little neighborhood.
Hey.
You're with the rescue team?
Alright, I gotta go piss. I've gotta go piss on all that, bro. Exit right here. Alright, I'm going to piss. Charlie Kirkman.
Of his heart, or whatever, you know? He and his organization stood to benefit from what we did to this Wall Street Journal guy, so even if he didn't order it himself, even if he didn't know about it, he's not going to really throw the books at his own guys, is he? Again, supposing he even cared enough to do the digging, which, again, why would he? He ultimately benefited. Do you understand what I'm telling you here? People working in intelligence or similar occupations, they develop skills and networks that they can take home with them from the office. These things aren't necessarily top-down conspiracy theories that came right from the big man's office, just like in a movie. I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm just saying that, you know, people kind of want this, like, skeleton key that they can use to understand everything with one very simple explanation. Unfortunately, these things are more complicated than that. Like, you know, if you and I are working in intelligence in any country, we're going to develop sea legs. We'll have chops. And you and I can decide to use that for extracurricular projects if we're so inclined. And we probably won't be held accountable unless we do something that goes against the interests of our establishment. And unfortunately, this tragedy was well within the interests of the establishment. The only interest that this went against was the interest of the Patriot. It's the only one.
Hey, if you conceal carry and you want to do so comfortably, you're probably going to be interested in this, the brand new Nimbus Gray Vanish holster. And what you're really going to like...
And you've seen these people getting fired from, you know, the federal government. These people who've been expressing joy about Kirk's assassination, working for Secret Service, working for DHS, wherever else. Just imagine now the ones who are smart enough to maybe keep their mouths shut for 5 seconds. You know, you spend 20 years hiring freaks and deviants and the resentful into the ranks of the FBI, the CIA, the military-industrial complex. I hate that I just used that word. The military in general, national security apparatus. These are the people who are either working directly with these terrorists or who refuse to do anything about it in general, who deliberately overlook it because it's in their personal interest to do so. It's in their interest to step out of the way, to let it run its course, to not do anything about it. So, yeah, I'm not trying to like make this romantic and talk about ops and conspiracies, but I bring this up because this is actually how that works. It's not like as Hollywood as people want it to be. You know, I think that people will find any reason to, you know, deny like what is right in front of them in terms of an explanation. Like, this guy was obviously just a dysgenic terrorist freak who hated all of us and who was groomed and incentivized by the media to do this, but people will ignore that, frankly, because ignoring it is like part of it for them. It's more fun for them if that's not the real story, and instead the real story is that he was shot by like a bullet that was embedded in his lav mic, and the gunman theory is just a freaking distraction, which is an actual theory that somewhat prominent people have been entertaining on the internet. And I've spent the past 2 years diffusing a lot of the like stupid conspiracy theorizing that gets passed around these circles, because I believe in truth rather than reflexively believing everything I'm told or reflexively disbelieving everything I'm told. But what I will say is that this is particularly terrifying because everybody had something to gain from it. I mean, he was so important for so many reasons. It wouldn't surprise me at all if the DNC laundered a hit through the Antifa and DSA networks that they associate with, and we wound out with
I'm back.
You know, call it whatever you want. Maybe we'll never know, but everyone had a dog in this fight.
We're never going to know that Israel did 9/11 and killed Charlie Kirk.
No one's coming to save us. It's just
Christ is coming, bro.
Everyone stood to gain from this, and the Patriot walks by himself. Without Patriot representation, virtually every other interest group can go back to playing king of the hill with our political system and explaining why it's actually good and America first to support my pet issue and my ethnic grievance, whatever it may be. America first doesn't mean anti-anything. It doesn't care enough about other issues to be against them or even regard them as relevant in its decision-making process. It just means doing whatever is beneficial to Americans at all times. Sometimes that means pissing off this group or that group. It doesn't matter. All that matters is working towards the interests of Americans. But when you don't have that, Patriot representation, well, then it turns out. So you'll have people like, well, look at me, I'm America first. But all they ever talk about is Israel. It's like, okay. Or then you'll have Arabs who are like, look, he's lying.
Boss, we got somebody up here.
It's like, you don't actually have to do that. You can just be a patriot. You know, you can work towards the interests of Americans, which quite often go against those interests. So, now all of a sudden they're saying, no, actually, he was a hero. It was going to be a plot twist. About nonstop for the past 2 years anyway. What they're trying to do is steal Charlie. Trying to make it about themselves. Just like when he was alive, these people would call him a sellout, a Shabbos Goy, the slave of Israel. About the freaking temple. Free freaking Palestine. Oh, but the Hampton secret meeting, most secret meeting. I knew about that meeting before it happened, dude. I knew the details of that meeting the day after the summit was over. These people are literally just lying.
Opening fire.
And I'm going to address the topic at large at some point because, again, I'm just completely out of patience. So hold me to that. I will do a deep dive on this at some point. But for those of you who are too stupid to understand the dynamics at play here and resultantly attack people like Charlie Kirk for not talking about Israel.
Well, you know what, TJG? People can call me gay or whatever.
You used to get banned for talking
Shaggy
about
called me a
Israel as a
pedophile
conservative.
too. I'm not.
About Israel as a liberal all you wanted,
So,
you would suffer no consequences.
what people say about
get
me, I've
banned as a
never really
conservative. Why
cared.
is that? Why is that?
Because you don't know me.
Well, because the reason is that if you were a conservative taking an American first position on Israel, which is to say we don't support foreign lobbies, we don't support military engagement with the region, all of the above. If you're taking that position, well, chances are that you're also taking American first positions on immigration.
Preston Garvey.
About crime statistics, race. It's very unlikely that you're only focused on the Israel issue. And in fact, every famous case of a conservative getting canceled, names you've probably never even heard of before.
Shaggy has literally called everyone a pedophile. Exactly.
It had actually much more to do with what they were saying about immigration and race than what they were saying about Israel. And I know that's going to sound crazy.
You
but
can
it's
call
true.
me
And if
gay.
it weren't
I'm
true,
not
let me
gay.
ask you this question.
Just like I'm not
Why
a
are all the
pedophile.
biggest
So.
podcasters in the world talking about
Only
Israel?
gays are
biggest
pedophiles.
mainstream podcasts, they're all anti-Israel. You'd think they'd be canceled, right? I mean, they're so threatened.
I heard someone say you're homosexual and that's why you never go into...
And you're noticing, you may have noticed this as well.
Bro, would a homosexual gun down terrorists?
People are not reliably
No.
right-wing. Literally, the best way to describe them would be like inclusive anti-Semitism.
Has many children's gays and I feel as though it's going to harm me.
For
Well,
just
I'm not
36 bucks
in
right now. Before you go and buy them, here are 5 reasons I
Plate
would
gang.
replace
I'm only Forge gang. Don't eat processed snacks.
talking about Israel. They can use that issue to discredit anyone who is reliably right-wing because, hey bro, why aren't you talking about Israel? Talk about Israel. The whole idea was that if we got people
I'm
to
only
finally
Forge
start
gang.
talking
I'm
about
not
Israel
fucking
and talking
Plate
about
gang,
Jews,
bro.
then finally we could get people to realize the truth, and we could have truth and sincerity and clarity. But instead, actually, people just lie more than ever. They're more incoherent than ever. They're not reliably right-wing. They cannot be counted on to support the right in crushing the left. Right now, all they want to do is treat this story like every other fucking story for the last 2 years and make it really actually about Israel. Not even Jewish people. Literally just the state of Israel. Which, by the way, like what, half of Jews don't even support? The first anti-Zionists were themselves literally Jewish. All they want to do is talk about Israel and use the Israel issue to discredit anyone who otherwise is
Yeah, bro.
reliably
I
right-wing,
watch each
which they are
other.
not. And by the way,
I
their
watch
source for
each
this
other
for
drop
saying
and
that Charlie
calls
was
every
being
night.
pressured by
Told
his
Shane
donors.
death.
Max Blumenthal is literally a Jewish communist who's paid by Russia to run propaganda
You're just
ops.
you're being a
This has been
joker
basic
now,
knowledge for
Warhammer.
15 years.
You're being a joker, bro. You don't watch that.
Obviously, this guy is running cover for Antifa, DSA, DNC, all these organizations, and everyone's falling for it because there's engagement on social media from Arabs that are south for freaking talking about Israel. I just have no patience for it, dude. Russia obviously has an incentive
Bro.
to see this like political instability, to see this going on in America. They want a weaker America, which is to say an America that has further leftist dominance, meaning an America where the right never crushed them into the ground like it has an opportunity to do right now. And the left
I
is
didn't
all
say
over this.
that,
The left
lol.
loves the Israel killed Kirk story.
A museum of freedom. What am I supposed to do?
Networks, which, aside from Antifa, have never actually had the light shined on them. With their funding, their organization, all of it.
Okay.
So of course, when they say
That,
Israel, they
yeah,
mean
that's fine.
they cannot be counted on to support the right in crushing the left. Right now, all they want to do is treat this story like every other fucking story for the last 2 years and make it really actually about
Alright, well, that's cool.
literally just the state of Israel. Which, by the way,
Everyone's welcome in my chat. You don't get banned. You don't get banned in Warhammer's chat either. Actually, I did ban a couple people, not gonna lie.
By the way, their source for this, for saying that Charlie was being pressured by his donors, Max Blumenthal is literally a Jewish communist who's paid by Russia to run propaganda ops. This has been basic knowledge for 15 years. And who's obviously...
Yeah, this has been basic knowledge for like 10 years. How do people know not like that are sector in like around the right wing? Know that I'm not some alcoholic wigger retard who is in defeat. I don't know. Into feet, not in defeat. Not in defeat, into feet. You know, I don't know how this is lost on people, Foot Clan and all that and whatnot.
Obviously, this guy is running cover for Antifa, DSA, DNC, SPLC, all of
What's
them,
my
all these
Discord name then?
organizations and people, and everyone's falling for it because they want engagement on social media from Arabs and the rest of the global south for freaking talking about Israel. I just have no patience for it, dude. Russia obviously has an incentive to see this like political instability.
Not me, lol.
Going on in America. They want a weaker America, which is to say, an America that has further leftist dominance, meaning an America where the right never crushed them into the ground like it has an opportunity to do right now. And the left is all over this. The left loves the Israel killed Kirk story because they can deflect the attention away from these terrorist networks, which, aside from Antifa, have never actually had the light shined on them before. With their funding, their organization, all of it. So of course when they say Israel, they mean like
this whole chat like videos on my Discord should never be used. Yes.
Because what, like their per capita exposure to Hitler memes is increasing.
I have no ammo.
Fell for it again. Why not just say, okay, Israel called out the hit, but let's first go after these domestic terror organizations.
Get away from me. I was in Bronx Beat server, but what the fuck? Bro.
These terror networks not still a problem. And you can take this however you want it. You can say I don't get it. You can insult my integrity. You can pretend I haven't seen the same infographics or memes that you have, which me and my friends probably made 10 years ago in the first place. But what I am telling you is right now, the reason that this is being discussed is not for sincere reasons. Israel does not feel any more threatened or insecure today than it did 2 weeks ago. But the left feels a lot more secure now than it did 5 days ago, because the kinds of people who would be putting pressure on the Trump administration to crush them into the ground, the nationalists, the guys who aren't these establishment peace and love pushovers, those kinds of people are actually burning bridges with the Trump admin to say, no, fuck you, you guys are cucks, you don't get it, you're shills, we want nothing to do with you. Instead, we're just going to tweet, watch Instagram reels about Israel. If I'm the left, I love that scenario, which is why I manufactured it. Hell, if I'm Israel, I love that scenario. Because the only administration which was actually making legitimate efforts to break free from my interests.
Somebody mentioned a long time ago saying not to tell Warhammer you are homosexual.
That's true.
Okay.
What, because we're not getting Hitler memes from the White House Twitter account, people think that we're not making progress. If I'm Israel, I don't want to censor the conversation.
I'm not gay.
It doesn't actually work. I want to make sure that it's represented.
I called that on another alt.
Most schizophrenic, most subversive, radioactive, disagreeable people on the planet. I want it to be impossible to discuss.
Charisma. Need more charisma.
Precisely those types of things. And that's why those people are promoted. It is the definition of controlled opposition. Israel's already
Controlled
they're
opposition.
unstable, they're demographically unstable. There's an argument to be made that they even commissioned these new waves of like mainstream anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism simply to hold themselves together as a state and bring about some unity, buy themselves more time. They're on life support right now. The point being,
Not you go. Alright. Sorry, bro. I don't know. I'm just reading chat.
Won't be able to pick this.
That's undone by the efforts of TV USA, because what people are getting from TV USA is not related to that at all. The Israel issue. It is, I love Jesus, I love America, and liberals are literally insane and they need to be stopped forever. That is Charlie's legacy. That is what he got from that organization, and that's what he would have won. So anyone who's trying to like redirect that, Charlie's integrity, anyway, days before he died, like I pray for the opportunity to be in a self-defense situation with these people. They are fucking scum. So I'm done with it. I have no patience for it. This is not a game anymore. It's horrifying. It is horrifying in some ways how evil these people are. The left is celebrating it. The grifters exploiting the tragedy for their personal benefit. I feel like I've been staring into the abyss for 9 days now. Just a staring contest between the abyss and myself for the first time in my life.
It's the abyss and myself.
Both the best and worst.
And not even Forge Gang can go into the abyss with me, buddy.
That it filled me with an amount of adrenaline that made me realize I've been forgetting to eat, actually. But the other side of that is that I've been reached out to by people who I haven't heard from in years. Old teachers, again, playground nemesis from 15 years ago. It's brought the country together in ways that I have never seen before, because this is our generation's 9/11. We are now in a different country. We are now a different people. For the rest of my life, I will remember getting off the elevator in that parking garage and the second we got cell signal back, a good buddy of mine, James Anderson White, Jaws, you may know, he said they just shot Charlie. They shot Charlie, he showed me the video. And this was from a far angle, we didn't get the worst one yet. It wasn't clear how bad it was. And for the next 2 hours, we just stood outside that parking structure, and we were praying, crying, we were just refreshing our phones, answering messages, just wanting to go back in time 5 hours ago or something. But the big difference between 9/11 and that, aside from the obvious, is that everyone came together.
Can't fast travel from here. What the fuck?
To George Bush. But with this, patriots are coming together and leftists are coming together, but for very different reasons.
Sturgis.
So
What?
we need to understand what time
Don't
it
look at
is
me,
to
new
not give
guy.
ourselves
I just fix
to be
stuff.
so naive as to think the solution is to have more.
Now, look, dog.
Now, more
You
than ever,
okay?
we need dialogue.
You can't just stay trapped in here.
After 9/11,
This is
George Bush had a
ridiculous.
mandate. Republicans had
Somebody
so
do
much
something.
political capital that they could have solved every problem. They could have closed the borders. They could have deported every illegal alien under the guise of anti-terrorism measures. They could have done it all. Whatever they wanted to do. And the approval rating would have floored it with 55%. But instead, they spent that capital on a tax cut and on the sand wars. Great, thanks. So that's why we're here now. That's why our guys are getting shot at and killed now. Once again, we've got the mandate. We're not going to get another one, so there needs to be action.
Mandate of heaven.
Get everything sorted out, but act.
Figure it out, bud.
Momentum is going to slow.
Manifest destiny. All that.
Other options, people who don't need to get involved in politics, they're going to say, why should I be involved? Why should I throw my weight behind this? Why should I put this on the line if I'm just going to get killed and nothing's going to happen? They will exit. They will disengage from working in politics and pursue other things instead. Can you blame them? Not everybody's going to be involved because it's the right thing to do. If that were the case, we wouldn't really be in the situation in the first place, now would we? There have to be consequences for this, or the left wins. This is Donald Trump's defining moment, if there can be such a thing, personally and politically. They killed the most effective right-wing operative in the country. They killed the man who worked tirelessly to get you elected president. They killed your friend, a man who was like a son to you. They killed a man that you loved, just like they tried to kill you. So what happens? I have faith. Look at Vance, look at Miller. These guys know the score. So I have faith. We need to keep the pressure on everyone, most especially the people who still, for whatever reason, do not understand the current moment.
The retards in the back.
We're out of time. We have no other options. You may remember, I've alluded to some changes that are going to be made because of some other projects of mine, developments on my end. This is amplified now. You know, in 7 years, I've never fired on all cylinders. Can you believe that? I've always thought that trying too hard at this job was kind of cringe because, believe it or not, I don't possess a strong sense of self.
Thank you for having Dignity SOA. A little lesbian furballs.
I see so many people do it, it makes me cringe, like the whole like influencer class or whatever you want to call it. But if it's going to be done, I'm really excited about that. But
I was coughing, sorry.
projects of mine, developments on my end, this has amplified that. You know, in 7 years, I've never fired on all cylinders. Can you believe that?
In 10 years, probably.
I've
What
always
is
thought that
this?
trying too hard at this job. Believe it or not, I don't possess a strong impulse to self-promote. Like, I'll speak up when there's something that needs to be done or said, or if I find something interesting. But with, like, this line of work, I see so many people do it, it makes me cringe. Like, the whole, like, influencer class or whatever.
TJG, I like Warhammer. I don't like lying. I don't like it either, man. But, you know, that's what's ingrained in our society today.
It's going to be exciting. I'm really excited about that. But anyway, the thing to be optimistic about amidst all of this is that this kind of stuff really only does happen when our enemies feel like they
I don't have a fresh core.
backed up against the wall.
What the fuck?
The word for us is really the obvious one. We have to smother them. We have to completely smother them and suffocate them until there's nothing left. And anybody calling for anything less than that simply does not understand the time. At least that's the challenge. I mean, how could you see what's happened? And who it happened to of all people? I cannot imagine what Charlie wanted. We have to honor. We have to earn it back. We have to honor. We about 100% perfect.
Sorry, I was cutting in and out. I killed it.
We have to drag it kicking and screaming towards something that actually works and represents absurd. Okay, hold on.
Oh shit! No, that's my own stream.
It serves Americans. It's that simple.
Alright.
Or if I find something interesting, but like excuse to delay actually hitting the ground running. You know, the same thing like I want to get in the gym, but only after I've picked the 100% perfect workout.
Bro, you cheese that bug.
Once I pick the 100% perfect diet,
Yes.
100% perfect church for me to attend, whatever it is. At a certain point, you just gotta lock in. You just gotta do the work.
You gotta lock in,
Charlie's
SO.
courage. It's already
You gotta lock in, bud.
why people remember him. But the guy was also a machine. He was a person. He was an operator. And I would argue that to truly be faithful, you have to be industrious too.
Take it easy, mama.
Have faith and have courage just so we can sit on the couch, wait for something good to happen. What's been awakened, It's just not how it works. Even if we have the faith.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
Feelings mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends. Not in the Commonwealth. Listen, when we first met, you said you were just passing through. Well, maybe this will help you reconsider. Ain't much, but it's the best we can do. And you've earned it.
What happens now?
For the longest time, Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, but one we can make new again. Why don't you come with us? I could really use your help.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He gaslit me into fucking doing this.
Destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
Don't give me that destiny crap.
I just saw you go toe-to-toe with a 20-foot-tall irradiated lizard. You telling me you can't keep an open mind after that?
It's all right, Preston. Not everyone understands the sight. But I don't need you to believe. I just need you to listen. You're a man out of time, out of hope. But all's not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
Bullshit. You're trying to play me for a fool.
Oh, no, kid, no. The sight's sometimes foggy, but it ain't ever a liar. Your son's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
That's vague.
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No. Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Ah, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually.
Music Viz Marty, no.
Our new friend here, he's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Oh,
hardly
hold
turn
on,
out
hold
any
on.
worse than...
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
because the Patriot walks alone and nobody else is going to do it. So now is the time to do the work. Now is the time to get involved. And I apologize if I seem pessimistic about how likely we are to fill Charlie's shoes, but if he were here, he'd tell me to stop whining and get out there. He'd tell me we have to try, and he's right. So that's the plan. Charlie, Godspeed, Patriot. We're going to spend the rest of our lives earning the sacrifice that you made. You made for our country and for this cause. Everyone's going to look after your family. Your wife's going to do an incredible job cementing your legacy with Turning Point USA. American students will continue to know your name and your body of work for generations to come. Godspeed. For the other Patriots whose work is not done yet, get involved.
Don't forget the price we paid to get this far.
Cultivate virtues, cultivate high-quality behaviors.
Let's move out. I'll take point. Stay close, everyone.
We're right behind you, boss.
Because the stakes are very high. The part where they kill us is now on the table, and there's no going back from there. So, stay safe, be smart. God bless you. See you out there.
Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, 1993 to 2025. That is what I named this character. It was Charlie Kirkman. This is Charlie Kirkman, just so you know. And that's where I'm going to end it, I think, guys. Need to assign that.
First time I've seen one of these things up close. I'm very glad it's already dead.
GG. Thank you, TJD, Total Johnny Death, Imperative Forge, Coded Truth, Chauncey Fatsack, NJP2, fucking Code of Ninjago, or whatever the fuck. Charlie Kirk was an intel asset. Probably so. Chad Keckler, 07's in chat. Bird, Weezus, Raven, Kira, Tacky. Shaggy's playing like games that I'm still streaming right now. Like Shaggy's playing fucking The Sinking City. What a retard. He's never gonna figure that game out.
Miss this festering boil on the ass end of the Commonwealth.
Take him out.
What? How do I fucking zoom? It really wants something over here. I don't know what it is.
Where are we going, Mercy?
Don't worry, June. Just stay with me. It'll be fine.
Oh. Cash. It's weird that the Dino, Weta, Swede, and Raven say the same exact thing on other people who never made each other say anything. Is it though? I've never been in a VC with Dymo ever. Not once. Well, yeah, no, not once. Alright. I'm gonna go to my chat to end it out. Shout out to Charlie Kirk. 4:11 p.m. Charlie Kirk was as much as a federal asset as fucking what's his name? Not Alex Jones, Bill Cooper. It was the same exact thing as Bill Cooper, except like Charlie Kirk was way better. And like they both shielded for Jews, but at least Charlie wasn't such a drunk fucking retard that gambler in debt to fucking Jews that he had to lie about it. Charlie Kirk won. I'm gonna shout out chat. I have to let my dog in. Hold on.
That was Butcher Pete by Roy Brown, not the other way around. You're listening to Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all. I mean, here's the ink spots again, with it's all over, but the crying. Oh.
Alright, so this is a shout out to Interdimensional Lizard, Chad Keckler, Imperative Forge, ND24, Third for the Second, SO Archivism, told Jenny Death. Coded Truth. Dark Ninja uses his god to feed his dogs. Well, you know, here's my dog, bud. Problem? Auto-saved. Great time to end it. Let's go into New Berlin, buddy. This is the Ukrainian frontier. This is the Eastern European country peak. It's like if you're Irish, the dog is the dog's done, bro. The dog is. God bless you all. Christ won. Christ is Lord. Amen. Don't take the black pill. No, the black pill. I used to be black pilled, but I never wasn't white pilled. Like, there's just light in me, so I can't get rid of the white. The light.